Have you ever had that quiet little voice inside your mind, almost like a whisper, asking, "Am I really okay?" Maybe you brush it off at first because life feels busy and stress is part of the package. You keep going, working, socializing, scrolling on your phone, while carrying a heaviness inside that you can't quite put into words. That feeling might be subtle at first, but over time it grows louder, like a persistent pebble in your shoe that starts to hurt with every step. You tell yourself, it's probably just normal stress, or everyone feels like this sometimes. But what if that feeling is more than just everyday stress? What if it's a signal from within, a way your mind and body are trying to get your attention? Let's explore what it really means to realize that what you're feeling is no longer normal. 1. When the person you used to be starts to disappear. Think back to a time when you found joy in simple things. Reading a favorite book, listening to music, chatting with friends, or just taking a walk outside. Maybe you remember how these activities made your heart feel lighter, your mind more peaceful. But now, those same activities might seem like chores or even impossible to enjoy. You might catch yourself avoiding them because they feel like too much effort or because you're so drained emotionally that nothing seems to lift your mood. This isn't just feeling lazy or losing interest. It's a deep shift where the person you used to be feels like a stranger. You might even wonder, who am I now? This sense of disconnection from your own self is a sign that something important is happening inside you. When was the last time you truly felt excitement or happiness about something? 2. When stress becomes your constant companion. Stress is a normal part of life. Everyone feels it at some point, whether it's due to work pressures, family concerns, financial worries, or unexpected changes. Usually, stress comes and goes, and we can find ways to relax or reset. But sometimes, stress settles in and refuses to leave. It becomes a permanent guest in your mind and body, making you feel on edge all day long. Your muscles might be tense without you realizing it. Your heart might race even when nothing is threatening. Your thoughts might race or feel stuck on a loop. You might find yourself quick to anger or frustration, exhausted even after sleeping, or numb to the things that used to matter. This kind of chronic stress keeps your nervous system in overdrive, as if you're constantly preparing for danger, even when there isn't any. How long has it been since you felt truly relaxed or calm? 3. When your mind just won't stop working. Have you ever felt like your mind is a hamster wheel that never stops spinning? Maybe you find yourself obsessively replaying conversations or events, worrying about what you said or did, or what might happen next. You might try to predict every possible outcome or mentally prepare for worst-case scenarios. This constant overthinking can drain your energy, make it difficult to focus, and make even simple decisions feel overwhelming. Sometimes, your mind might jump from one worry to another without a pause, leaving you mentally exhausted but unable to rest. This relentless mental activity is more than just being busy. It's your brain stuck in overdrive, searching for control in a world that feels unpredictable. Have you noticed your thoughts racing more than usual lately? 4. When your emotions feel too intense or completely numb. Emotions are a natural and essential part of being human. But when emotions become overwhelming or completely absent, it's a sign that your emotional system is out of balance. You might find yourself crying easily or feeling sudden bursts of anger or anxiety that seem out of proportion to the situation. On the other hand, you might feel emotionally numb, like you're watching life from behind a glass wall without really participating in it. Both extremes, being flooded with feelings or feeling empty, can be exhausting and confusing. It's important to remember that this is not a personal failing, but a signal that your emotional well-being needs attention. Have you felt moments of strong emotion that left you wondering why, or times when you felt nothing at all? 5. The burden of should. The word should can be a heavy chain around your neck. You might find yourself thinking, I should be stronger, I shouldn't feel this way, or I should be able to handle this. These shoulds often come from internalized expectations or pressure from society, family, or even yourself. While they may be meant to motivate, they can also create feelings of guilt, shame, or failure when you don't meet them. Perfectionism is a common trap here, where you believe anything less than perfect means you're not good enough. This constant self-criticism wears down your confidence and happiness. Imagine what it would feel like to give yourself permission to just be human, with all the imperfections and struggles that come with it. If you could release one should today, what would it be? 6. Living on autopilot. Sometimes, life can feel like a blur, where you go through the motions without really being present. You wake up, get through your daily tasks, and then suddenly it's night again, and you wonder where the day went. This autopilot mode is a survival strategy your brain uses when you're overwhelmed or emotionally drained. It's like your mind switches off to protect you from feeling too much. While this might help you get through tough times, it can also make you feel disconnected from your own life. When was the last time you truly felt present in a moment, savoring the simple beauty around you? 7. The mask of "I'm fine." Many people become experts at hiding their inner struggles. You might smile, joke, and keep busy, making sure no one suspects you're struggling inside. This mask of "I'm fine" can protect you from judgment or unwanted questions, but it also isolates you. Others may think you're okay because you appear strong, but behind closed doors, you might be wrestling with loneliness, anxiety, or sadness. This is sometimes called high-functioning distress, where you're managing to keep up appearances, but paying a high emotional cost. If you could safely share just one feeling or thought with someone, what would it be? 8. The vicious cycle, avoidance and traps. When anxiety or fear become overwhelming, it's natural to want to avoid what triggers those feelings. Avoidance can give you temporary relief, but it also reinforces your fears and makes them grow bigger over time. You might start avoiding social situations, difficult conversations, or even daily tasks. Slowly, your safe zone shrinks until you feel trapped inside a world of your own making. Breaking out of this cycle can feel impossible, but every small step you take toward facing your fears is a victory. Is there something you've been avoiding because it feels scary? What might happen if you took just one small step toward it? 9. Sleep that no longer comforts. Sleep should be a refuge where your body and mind rest and heal. But if you're having trouble falling asleep, waking up frequently, or waking up exhausted, your sleep might be working against you instead of helping you. Racing thoughts, worries, or physical tension can keep you from resting deeply. Over time, poor sleep affects your mood, concentration, and even your immune system. It's not just about the quantity of sleep, but the quality too. How has your sleep been lately? Has it been helping you feel refreshed or leaving you more tired? 10. When your body speaks while you stay silent. Sometimes, your body tries to communicate distress even when your mind doesn't know how to. Physical symptoms like headaches, stomach aches, muscle tension, or unexplained pains might be linked to emotional stress. Doctors might run tests and find nothing physically wrong, but your body still feels unwell. This mind-body connection is real and powerful. When your emotions are bottled up or ignored, your body might express the pain in its own way. Paying attention to these signals and giving yourself permission to feel your emotions can be an important step toward healing. Are there any physical symptoms you've been experiencing that don't seem to have a clear cause? 11. Feeling lonely in the crowd. Loneliness isn't just about being alone. You might be surrounded by people, friends, family, coworkers, but still feel deeply isolated. This loneliness comes from feeling misunderstood or unable to share your true feelings. You might post cheerful updates online, but inside, you feel empty. You might laugh with others, yet wish someone could see past your smile and really understand you. This invisible loneliness can be one of the hardest feelings to bear. Who in your life do you trust enough to be vulnerable with? 12. When life feels aimless. Some days you might not think about ending your life, but you wonder what the point of it all is. That deep emptiness, where motivation fades and everything feels meaningless, is a heavy burden. You might go through your daily routine without enthusiasm, questioning if anyone would notice if you disappeared. This isn't a sign of weakness, but a call for help from your spirit. Remember, You're not alone in this feeling, and there are people ready to support you. What is one small thing you could do today to bring a little light back into your life? If you find yourself nodding along with some of these experiences, know that you are not alone, and more importantly, that what you're feeling is valid. Recognizing that something inside you isn't normal anymore is actually a courageous first step toward healing. It's okay to reach out for help, whether it's talking to a friend, family member, or a mental health professional. Healing doesn't mean fixing everything overnight. It means taking one small step at a time, being kind to yourself, and trusting that better days are possible. You deserve to feel peace, joy, and connection again. So take a deep breath and give yourself permission to begin right here, right now. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, noticing that you're not feeling normal anymore isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign of awareness. Awareness is the gateway to change. If this conversation has resonated with you, I encourage you to reach out to someone you trust or seek professional support. You are worth the care and kindness you so freely give others. Until next time, be gentle with yourself and keep moving forward, one step at a time.